Kandara Constituency in Murang'a County is located approximately 60 kilometers from Kenya's capital, Nairobi. The constituency is home to over 200,000 people. Agriculture is the main backbone of the local community, who heavily relies on coffee and tea farming for livelihood. Kandara Constituency was established in 1963 and has had 9 members of parliament. It was home to celebrated independence hero Bildad Kagia, whose contribution in the struggle for independence saw him elected as the first member of parliament in 1963 during the one-party state. The current MP is Honorable Alice Mûthoni Wahome. Wahome was elected during the 2013 general elections on a TNA ticket. Wahome made history as the first woman to be elected as an MP in the constituency, dispelling the myth that politics is a male-dominated field. It is a victory she carries with pride, saying it is a testimony of the true trust bestowed on her as a leader to steer the constituency to the next level. Honorable Wahome, a wife, mother and lawyer by profession, is passionate about education. A passion that formed her pre-election pledges to the people of Kandara, promising to give a facelift to the 76 primary schools in the constituency that were dilapidated. Her campaign slogan, Muamko Mpya, which means a new beginning, was therefore the perfect tune to endear the electorate to vote for her.
The program is called the Muamko Mpya, primary school renovation program. Although it is a renovation program, the concept has been brought out from my engagement with the schools, because when I was thinking seriously about the performance and visiting many schools during prize giving day, I realized that there is a lot of work to be done for us even to start thinking about a good environment for our kids, which includes, of course, the physical infrastructure, the environment that the child is coming in every day, how hospitable is it, how friendly is that environment is, how is it helping to nurture the child as they grow, is it helping to build the character of the kid, and of course, because we want a holistic child as the primary school kids finish their class 8, we want them to be holistic in that they must know how to take care of the environment, they must be proud of their environment, and it must be a conducive and good environment that of course has trees, has grass, has flowers, which is also clean, so that sanitary is also key.
Wahome was promising a break from the past, and true to her word, when she was elected into office, her first task was to set up a task force to carry out an audit of the status of public schools and make recommendations on how to improve their outlook and performance. The audit of the institutions came against a backdrop of poor performance, in which the constituency was ranked as the bottom during the 2012 national examinations. It is a statistic that she is determined to change. The final report by the task force was as eye-opening as it was disturbing.
The first thing that traumatized me when I was elected is that by end of April, I sent a team around the schools to check the condition of the schools. And the report that was brought back was that I had 37 schools whose toilets had sunk. That means that, or meant that they did not have any toilets to use, and the schools were ongoing, because that was in April after the heavy rains, 2013. So then I started visiting the schools and I realized that, the roofs were leaking and that others were flooding, because of course the environment was not really properly kept. So then I went further to look at, of course, the performance. So I met all the head teachers of the primary schools, and I have 76 primary schools in Kandara. All of them actually, which look like the school where we are in. You can see the background now is possibly where we would like to go in all the schools. But all the schools in Kandara had very serious issues in terms of infrastructure, sanitary, environment. Basically, the management was not addressing those issues, even where we can do like glass planting, flower planting, gardening. All those were issues that I felt that we are missing, and that we needed to go back where we were, because we always kept the environment clean, friendly, green. During the rain season, we must plant grass. So I started getting very interested in how we can improve the environment.
Majority of the schools lacked basic facilities such as toilets. In some institutions, the classrooms were in very poor condition. It is this disturbing reality that prompted the MP to dig into the CDF kitty and improve the institution infrastructure.
Of course, then the program is a big program which will bring in the 76 schools, where we shall look at the roofs, look at how the floors are, look at whether we have windows, because most of the schools do not have windows. So we'll also fix the glasses. We shall fix the doors, because we also have sometimes to leave things in the classrooms, so that when the kid enters that class, they'll be proud of that environment as the learning environment. For me, it is the learning environment that I want to improve so much, so that even the teacher will be proud to be a teacher in that school. The child will be proud, the parent will be proud to bring this child. So then we shall demand results from the teachers. I will demand results from the kids.
And just like her pre-election slogan, Muamko Mpya, the school upgrade project is dubbed Muamko Mpya. The pilot project kicked off with 20 schools identified as the first beneficiaries, each to receive 1 million shillings. So far, construction in 5 schools, Wangai Primary School, Karomu Primary School, Mutheru Primary School, Ngudhuru Primary School and Karigweni Primary School is almost complete. The MP, however, says the amount is not enough to complete all the earmarked projects in each school and is considering increasing the amount to 2 million shillings in the next financial year.
Of course, we have also then to look at the longer term, and the most important, where we need to mentor our children. We need to do their character building. We need to work closely, because there are all these issues that are coming around the child, drug and alcohol abuse. If we can actually capture the child at this stage and be able to work with the child and teach them and train them and actually role model, mentor them, so that then things like drugs, alcohol abuse will be eliminated, if possible, by the character, the child we are encouraging, the child we are training, the child we are growing in this environment. Then we know that we shall have dealt a big blow to the continuity of drug abuse and alcohol.
The start of the project has been received with joy amongst residents and the institution heads, who are optimistic it will benefit their children and improve the education standards in their constituency.
What's going on now, and that is the construction which is ongoing, I'm sure is a big step, it's a milestone, I can say, and it's going to help us. It's going to help the school to uplift the means of our school, or in other words, the performance. Why? This is because for a child to perform well, the environment, in this case the school, the classroom, and the whole school environment must be child friendly. You realize that our windows were not good, and that is one area I know. Now that we have windows which are good, plastered walls, floored wall, the floor has been done or is going on, roofing has been done because it has been leaking. And I'm sure now our classrooms will be child friendly, and no doubt this will bring about learning improvement in our school.
The community, the teachers, the parents and the children appreciate the work which is being done, because when it is done like that one, when the windows and paints are put, that cold weather which has been affecting the children will be something of the past. We had not been locking our doors. The doors will be fixed, and when the doors are fixed, the theft which has been going on will be a thing of the past.
I'm happy today to have the opportunity to say that our Honorable Madam Mûthoni has come up very well to help our school, which was a bit, it looked dilapidated in a way that since the time of the start of the school, there has not been any change, either physically in the classes, and he has really helped the school, whereby he has plastered the classes. The walls have been plastered still even outside the classes. Window panes have been put in most of the classes, and the roofing well done. It is a good job she has really done to us.
Gana kula hana thukuru niturona ni thiete na mbere wega miakire-ine githomo-ine maundu mavite wega na discipline ya ciana tugeretie kumiokeria na mwalimu, the teacher and the staff of the school. So right now ivi no ngava tukathokia muno tuhona na Mûthoni ni ndo maundu maratwikire tondu thukuru turute miaka mingi hana githaka from 1960s. The school is very untidy. Na Mûthoni tuona ratwikite. We should not forget her due to how he has done to our school.
And to guarantee a participatory approach, Honorable Ahome is appealing to alumni of the institutions to chip in and assist in refurbishing the institutions.
We have a new block which was a harabi from the alumni, and then Mheshimiwa Honorable Ahome came in and said he's going to add some money to fund the rest of the building. So the one of the block was done by the alumni. Now our Mheshimiwa came in and did the other block, and I understand even she came to this school and she wants to make sure that every block of this school is clear and clean. So we are very grateful for that.
It is said education is the key to prosperity. It is for this reason that the MP is extending a helping hand to children and the community to have an opportunity to improve their lives through access to education.
I would want to encourage all the alumni of the primary schools to find the entry point in this school program, so that even as I fix, together with them, the environment, I fix the infrastructure, they will help me to walk with the child into the future. A future where we will also look at the very gifted children, so that we can also identify them early, mentor them. Those who cannot enter, the parents, some are very needy, and of course, especially when even they get into admission into national schools.
The Muamko Mpya project is one that Honorable Ahome holds close to her heart, and to ensure its uninterrupted success, the MP has also initiated another project to provide water for her constituents as well as in the schools. Hers is a dream to change the lives of people of Kandara. Ahome has taken the first step by renovating the schools and in the process opened an avenue for youth in the region to gain employment. And as the clock ticks to 2017, Ahome remains confident that she will be judged on the right side of history, having fulfilled the pledge she made to the people of Kandara.
Wakati mheshimiwa alichaguliwa, Kandara Constituency, hali ya maji ilikuwa kiwango cha 30 kwa 100. Lakini tumesonga mbele mpaka kufikia kiwango cha karibu 80 kwa 100. Tuna miradi mingi tumemaliza kwa wakati huo mdogo tu, muda mfupi tu wa miaka kama 2 hivi. Kwa sababu katika Kandara, katika area zote, ward zote, hakuna ward ambayo hatujafanya mradi wa maji. Tukianzia na pande ya juu ya Rocho, tumeweka maji area ya Gishagine, tumeweka maji area ya Mokuria, na hiyo maji imetoka mahali kunaitwa Kalinga pande ya Kegumo, kilomita 9 ama 10 na huo ni mradi umegharimu CDF ya Kandara zaidi ya shilingi milioni 4. Na kama tunavyoongea sasa hivi maji imefika Mukuria kutoka Karinga. Sasa tunateremsha kuelekeza mahali panaitwa Gathage Magomano. Tumejenga tanki upande wa Masako Kagudoini, na hiyo tangi ilikuwa imemaliza zaidi ya miaka 30 bila kutumika. Lakini Mheshimiwa Alice wakati alichaguliwa tukaweza kufufua hiyo tank na tukafufua hiyo line ya maji kuanzia mahali panaitwa Mukoe tukaifukisha mpaka Masako. Masako iko area ya Kagondoine upande iko ward ya Kagondoine.
For this year, the current financial year of the CDF, which is the government actual year, we budgeted to renovate 20 schools, primary schools, and the amount that we budgeted for that work was 1 million shillings for each school. Of course, after starting the implementation, we took 5 schools for the beginning. Of the other schools are on the way. The program will be rolled out at my old primary school, which I have selected as the venue because I want to identify myself, to identify with my primary school, and I will be appealing for other alumni to identify themselves with their own primary schools so that they come on board and help me fix the schools. Nobody would be proud of that environment for their child. These children are the same as my child. They are our children. So I am very sure when I compare what we have here and what we are now coming up with, every alumni who went to this school, to any other primary school in Kandara, would like this environment to be the new environment for our child in Kandara. So therefore, the 20 schools will be completed this year. The 1 million shillings from the first evaluation will not be enough to do what we need to do because we want to do the grounds. The landscaping must be done. We are doing the gates so that we also secure our children. We will be fencing. There is preliminary master planning before we even do all these schools. The master plans for the 20 schools are actually ready so that we are working within the master plan. Even in future, in terms of development, every other building will be within the master plan.
This is an initiative of the area MP, Honorable Alice, because when she was doing her campaign, she realized that most of the schools are in a deplorable state. So she vowed as one of her campaign promises to rehabilitate all the primary schools, so at least the environment within which our children learn is good and conducive. So that is how she came up with the idea of contracting us so that we can provide information on what needs to be done and guide on what it is that we can be able to do with minimum resources. The benefit of providing the master plans is that now we are able to tell them if we are going to put up new facilities, this is where they're supposed to be. Because we realize that most of the people, they just come, they say, look, this one, we just do it here, without considering the effect of that on other infrastructure. So what we are doing is that now we are telling them, even if the CDF is not going to do this now, then this is where you're supposed to provide this facility.
I'm happy with the progress, but we need much more money, and therefore the reason I will be appealing to the alumni and other well-wishers as we go on with the program. The teachers are of course very excited with their new environment, and I know they'll be supporting.
And as the clock ticks to 2017, she remains confident that she will be judged on the right side of history, having fulfilled the pledge she made to the people of Kandara. Waome hopes this will change the trend of Kandara constituency schools from poor performance to achievers.